Oh my god, this episode's awful. Make it end. Hey guys, it's your girl Aisha, K-Geek XX Chic, and we are back with another reaction to Arcane. We're now into episode 3, which is called The Base Violence is Necessary for Change. Whew, that is a mouthful. What happened in the last episode, which we ended with what looked like Vi turning herself into the authorities for the heist. After a very meaningful talk with Vander, Vi started to understand the repercussions of her actions and just how much of a toll it was not just taking on Vander, but on the entire city as a whole, because they were trying to protect these kids. And so I think this whole situation with this heist and the 4 kids is, like I said, just the tipping point to what's going to become a very messy situation between the two cities. So I'm looking forward to seeing where we're going from here. Ready to get into this episode, but before I do, this is your first time here, thank you so much for coming to my channel. Welcome. Hopefully you like what you see and you'll consider hitting that subscribe button. That way you'll be notified when I do more reactions to this show, as well as a lot of others that are in the same vein. And if you've been here before, thank you so much for coming back. And hopefully you too will, stop creeping and just go ahead and hit the button. It's okay. We don't bite here. That out of the way, guys, let's get into the episode right about now. Oh no, not the eerie music. I feel like I'm in a video game now. This is either the beginning of a sequence or right before something, bad is about to happen. Who's in the water?
There's peace in water.
This is true.
There's this thing in your head, and it's raging.
Excuse me, Satan? That's the guy with the red eye. Who drowned him?
But it changes you forever. I thank you, old friend.
That body shape looked a lot like Vander's, but why would Vander have beef with someone from the Undercity? I mean, obviously I know that they're not all friends, but maybe he wants to take over? I mean, it's kind of was implied in the last episode that Vander kind of has control over the Undercity in some way. And once again, starting an episode with a backstory. I'm liking how this show is doing that and giving us a little bit more insight into who's who. Was I right? Oh, he got there first.
You've got a good heart. Don't ever lose it, no matter how the world tries to break you.
Facts. Vander, they knew it wasn't you, though.
Without you down here, it all falls apart. Why?
Because I'm a father? I feel like it should have been her, though. I know that sounds really mean, but she's younger, and yes, they still would have thrown a book at her, don't get me wrong, but, you can just... Kids can definitely pull more empathy than not. Oh no. Is that the monster? No, I liked her character. Oh, bye, Shorey. Okay, this is the dude with the eye, right? We're gonna see that glinting? Knew it.
Wait!
Poor Benzo.
This wasn't the deal! Deals change.
You don't do deals with the devil, sir. He can recover from a punch. Is it just a punch? Please let it be a punch. Please be the kind of villain who just wants to torture your subject and not kill him. Okay, he's taking Vander. Oh, I don't know if that's a good thing. Never mind. I might have wished for the wrong thing. I don't want him to turn Vander into anything. Can someone let her out? Because, damn, the show just keeps getting brighter and brighter.
You have to crank it.
Okay.
Yes.
That's what the dude in the last episode did. He was spinning it really, really fast.
That research is everything. My whole life.
Well, if it's in your head, it'll come back.
They'd let us. Why would you risk this?
Do you think it was my life's ambition to be an assistant?
He's like, sir, give me some credit.
Power hacks tech dream.
Yeah. That's nice. They're wearing matching outfits and everything. Bros. I'm glad somebody found her. Oh, he's got nobody now. Wow, this guy's got a whole sweatshop down here. Wow, Vander's gonna be like, this is going on right underneath his nose.
Even with your monsters, you won't win a war against Piltover.
I don't have to.
Yeah, I don't think he wants
to. To scare them. They won't dare set foot in the underground again.
He looks like he's doing great.
We shared a vision, Vander. A dream.
Oh, they used to work together.
I trusted you. And you betrayed me.
Is that what happened?
You were my brother.
Word. Operative word.
Until you made peace with them. Played lapdog after everything we suffered.
Oh no, they're gonna test on him. I knew it.
We can finally realize our dream.
Not our. Please leave me out of this.
It's not the way. Can't you see that?
No, clearly not. Have you seen his
You
eye?
have to.
Have you seen what he did to the boy? He's so past the point of reason. This is so horrible because I get why he's doing it in his own twisted way. He still looks up to Vander, and that's why he's like doing this, because if it was pure revenge, he could have just killed Vander in the alley. Now he wants to destroy him and bring him down to his level because he can't stand the fact that Vander is someone that people respect and that he probably deep down still respects too, but clearly he still feels a severe inferiority complex.
Willing to risk exile for your endeavor.
What's up,
The
sis?
conviction.
Heimerdinger will recognize the potential.
He already does. It scares him.
Right, exactly.
Scares them all.
Please, just give us a chance.
Ooh, that speech is so much better than the one you gave in court.
Impress me, or I'd suggest you pack your bags.
The power, the grace.
Benzo's dead.
Dead?
They took Vander.
Whatever killed Benzo was
Moved
nothing I've ever seen.
really fast.
You're not doing this alone, Vi.
Yeah, that's not a good idea.
I need you to sit this one out, Powder.
I can help.
You're not ready.
Didn't you just say 2 jobs ago? I understand it though.
I can't lose you.
Powder runs real fast, but she also panics a lot in really essential situations. This is not a great plan though. You have no idea who you're dealing with. You don't know what they can do. I mean, I get the urgency, but I just don't see this turning out well.
Are you sure you know what you're doing?
Nope, that's what science is all about. Let's hope we don't blow up.
I don't think it's gonna hold. Look at the buildup. The resonance will stabilize it.
You sure about that? The way she just has holy explosive things just cuddling with her pets. Okay, Powder's having a full-on breakdown. No, don't throw that. Sweetie, please. Take a minute. Oh no. You remembering now? Maybe don't throw those around?
I can help them.
Can you? You look like you almost blew yourself up. She's adorable, but she's so much work.
Let's get Vander and get out.
You think it's gonna be that simple? I love you, Vi, but you barely got out of Piltover. So many things are happening right now. Okay, can you give it a minute to respond before you keep turning the knob? And we're into some mad science, kids. I love that moment where he's like, I want to stop it, but I'm also curious to see what happens next. I don't know what to do. Science is cool. Dangerous as hell sometimes, but very cool.
How did you get in? There's guards everywhere.
It was easy. We found an open window and...
Too easy.
You don't have to do this.
Yes, I do.
Yeah, she does. Oh, here goes little Powder with her super explosive stuff that she's gonna use to blow the whole place up. And hopefully not her sister too. Okay, that is an image that is badass. Look at her. She's like, oh yes, this with him, the size dimension. Oh man. He's like, do I want to hit a little girl? Good girl. Ooh, that shot. Sexy. It's sexy. He's like, underestimate me again.
Take a breath. You can do this.
Only daddy's ever known. Look at this teamwork. Vander beat a super team, yo. Ooh, damn. They're gonna release the beast. I can feel it. He's so mad. This chick's got more strength in her pinky than your whole little red-eyed existence. Wow, this thing's like a drug, huh? You're such a little bitch, sir. This is a girl who took on all of your big bad army and now you're gonna send a monster at her. Okay. He's gonna like see her. Yeah, he's really fast. Yeah, now Powder, now! I love this. The way they're piecing this together is amazing.
You did good.
She did. Sorry, his little run's so cute. Oh, they're still going. Well, I guess they're not gonna get another shot now, so. But they have no idea where they're gonna end up either. Ah, the joys of science. Oh wow, he's got like a photographic memory.
Excuse me, underfoot.
Underfoot. Whee! They're like chilling. I mean, you gotta admit, it's kind of badass.
Will you please stop hovering?
I can't.
I'm not sure how to do that, sir.
Right.
Perhaps it's time for the era of magic.
Hextech.
She said.
For the era of Hextech.
Yeah, he's like, excuse me, copyright and patent. Thank you very much. Make sure the coins come where they belong. Okay. She's putting 2 of them in there? One probably would have been more than sufficient. See, it's good in that it's gonna probably save her family, but it's bad in that that guy's gonna now know that that tech exists. Look at this teamwork, baby! It's teamwork! They're not always the most efficient, but listen, they come in club. Girl! Powder, sweetie, you can be okay. Please tell me there's water below. Oh, she destroyed the lamb! Yay, good job. And the sign. Look at you, Powder. Good job, baby. Oh, Jesus, still going. Oh, no. Oh, this is what I was afraid of, though. I thought maybe they'd be safe because they were outside the door. Oh, Powder's never gonna forgive herself. That's not what she wanted. He's not even done. Oh, no. Oh, you made something that works too well, Powder. Yeah, the boys are gone. Damn it, that thing lived. I should have known this wouldn't have a happy ending. Vanda's like, you wanted the animal back? All right. He tried. Come on, Vi, get up. I'm sorry, honey. Oh no, she knows. She knows. Oh no, she thinks Powder's dead. Oh no. Oh my God, this episode's awful. Make it end. Of course, this bitch. That was sad. What? Is what I think gonna happen? Yeah. You wanted the beast. You gon' get it. One final act. What was that? Touch my daughter again. You know where to aim that, Vander. Oh, yeah, I guess you gotta save her instead. I hate when those choices come. You hear the heartbeat? Oh.
Take care of Powder.
This sucks. But every hero or villain origin story usually ends with losing the people you love.
Did you see me? My monkey bomb finally worked.
Oh no.
You did this?
She doesn't know. Oh, Powder.
Why did you do this?
She thought she was helping. You know that.
I was saving you.
And the full weight.
Only wanted to help. I told you to stay away.
Oh, Vi.
Why did you leave me?
Oh, no.
You're a jinx. Do you hear me? Milo was right.
Oh, don't say this. Don't say this. Don't say this. Ugh, words hurt so much more than hits ever could. This is so hard because I get both sides, you know, like, but Vi really needs like some headspace around all of this, and it's so hard not to blame Powder for this. you know she knows that there's no way Powder could have anticipated this, but it doesn't change the fact that 3 people are dead. Uh-oh. And this is the villain origin story, like I said.
I'll kill you if he hears you. Come on, let's go.
Wow. This is a switcheroo I did not anticipate, but it makes sense.
She left me.
Wow. Wow, Powder has snapped.
Not my sister anymore.
Look at that, the 2 of them finding some commonality and being broken. Oh dear.
It's okay.
Let's be crazy together.
We will show them all.
Wow, that shot! Oh my god, this show is so good with these imagery shots. Oh, this zoom out, the slow zoom on top of everything else. Ooh, girl, that's sexy. It's like Powder's descent into the dark place, quite literally. Could also be the viewpoint of Vi as she's being pulled away from the world she knows. And it's extinguished just like that. Dang, wow, what an episode. That was crazy. That was crazy! Oh my gosh. Man, I mean, I knew this was gonna be dark, but I did not think it was gonna get this dark. Man, I just, so many feels. Okay, so now we have a little bit more understanding, at least between, and I said that at the beginning of the episode, as to why this evil dude has it out for Vander. I thought maybe it was just more of a Vander was in his way, but it's very personal, as we can see. Vander was a warmonger, you know, shared that same vision of kind of taking down the other city. And then, as we saw, once he started to see the toll that it took, the price that comes with war, it looks like Vander chose the way or tried to choose the way of peace. But obviously the 2 girls, I think, were a huge factor in that. Whereas this guy basically, well, I mean, like as I said, I'm not going to argue that he's very justified in his feelings of betrayal and anger towards Vander. I mean, Vander did try to kill him, basically. He did try to drown him. But at the same time, you could see it wasn't even about the near drowning. It was about the betrayal. It was about the fact that he thought him and Vander were sharing this dream, and Vander kind of seemingly dropped it and dropped him at the same time. And this happens. This is a trope that's happened in many a story where, you know, you've got 2 people who start out on a path, but then one of them realizes it's not the right one for them anymore. And the person who's left behind doesn't always understand that or want to understand it. And that's what happened here. And as soon as I saw that Vander was captured, I was like, oh no, this is worse. Like, if he just killed him, it would have even been better. But he wanted the old Vander back, despite everything. Like I said, he really wanted his best friend back. Right? If you want to get to the deep emotional part of it, and he wanted to be validated in everything that he was doing, and Vander was somebody that could have done that. But that was never going to happen, obviously. And in the end, when he realized it wasn't, killing Vander was the next best thing, so to speak. But oh, this was heartbreaking. Seeing, of course, poor Vi felt like this was all her fault because she was trying to turn herself in, but from the looks of things, that corrupt soldier or enforcer, I don't know that Vi would have ever made it to the top side. Like, it looked like some other things were afoot there with that payoff. So it sucks, you know, it was not going to turn out well regardless of what Vi tried to do. But I like that her heart was in the right place, and she showed that she really did try to save the people she cared the most about. And then we saw that rescue attempt, which was, I mean, as I said, I actually really give it up to the kids, because even though they aren't necessarily a fine-tuned machine, they're definitely hardy. They're definitely the kind that dug deep when it was necessary. And like when you saw those scenes, the way this episode was shot was really, really just so good to me. The way they just really expertly broke down all the different things that were happening with trying to break a way through the wall and pick the lock while Vi was taking care of the mob, let's be real, on her own. Like, that was just such a great shot, and it really gave us an idea of how this team worked together for so long, and the dynamic that they had is a threesome. And unfortunately, as we see, it just wasn't quite enough. It's really hard, the situation with Powder, because on the one hand, she didn't really ruin everything. I mean, she couldn't have possibly known that what she was going to do was going to be so bad, but you know, again, she also shouldn't have been trying to use something she didn't understand, right? I mean, it's like she remembered that these things created an explosion, but you'd think that she'd take a few more minutes to think that, oh, how, like, maybe an explosion is not the best thing for me to set off in a place where the people I care about are there and could potentially end up being collateral damage. But we all know that, you know, she was desperate. And I think what's really key about the situation with Powder before she got there was the scene where Vi left her to go and, you know, take care of or try to get Vander back, right? Vi said a lot of things that made it seem like it might be the last thing she ever did, which she was quite certain it could be. And Powder snapped. Powder legit snapped in that moment. We saw it. Like, she was crying, screaming, pulling her hair. She had a full-on nervous breakdown. And that kind of was the first indicator that she was already on the brink of something that probably wasn't the healthiest. But Vi and Vander are all she's got left, especially Vi though. And so for Vi to basically seem like she was abandoning her, it just was a breaking point for Powder. So even the going with these explosives, I think if she hadn't been in that very fragile mental space before that happened, she probably wouldn't have done something so extreme. But again, her heart was in the right place. It just was a bad decision. And like I said, I knew that once she heard and realized the scope of what her bad decision did, that was probably going to send her over the edge again anyways. But of course, the situation and how it ended up happening, oh my goodness. Like, I felt bad for both sisters, to be perfectly honest. I don't think that Vi or Powder were wrong in that situation. They just were their kids trying to deal with very adult situations and making poor choices, unfortunately, based on having no knowledge of how to handle it. When Vi walked away, even though she walked like 3 feet, it was just that act of, I'm not going to protect you anymore, even for a moment, was enough to just break what was left of Powder. And I feel so bad. Like I said, I feel bad for both of them. Both of them were so vulnerable in that moment, and they both just needed an adult. But the last adult that they had that they could trust died literally right in front of them. So hard-hitting episode in that regard. Wow. And huge, huge, huge turning points for both of our girls as far as how this death affected them and this moment affected them. We'll have to see how this plays out. I have a feeling we're going to be in for a time jump, because that just seems like the right thing to do here, and I'm ready for it. So this was a dark but amazing episode, guys. I hope you enjoyed watching along with me. If you did, please give this video a thumbs up, and hopefully we'll see you in the next episode.